Yo, you give life a new meaning when you dream, and it's your boy Dream.
And it's Mr. Spin a whole check just to get fly. You spin a whole check just to get high as casual.
Hey.
And we back with another video.
Hey man,
we got the
it's
story
Shay
of
Bands, and we
Raji's.
back with another video. We got the story of Raji's. We trying to get straight to the shit. That's just how it is, and that's just how it's gonna be.
Let's get it.
Actually, just updating us minutes ago, we now know this was just a 16-year-old boy who was shot to death in the back of a cab. Overnight, a boy murdered in the back of a taxi in the Bronx. Police say 2 suspects riding on a scooter opened fire on the cab, killing the 16-year-old in front of the driver who was not hurt.
Somebody attack a flock. Somebody attack a flock. You niggas not playing. Come right back. You coming through hot and all live, blocking niggas off your lives when niggas can't see your shit. Like, what's up? How about rip? I wish I had shoes.
I don't know them. Yo,
Niggas pussy, nigga. Nigga, on my block,
respectfully,
nigga.
I seen you.
Come do something, nigga. Fuck, come do something.
Fuck all that politics and shit. Come back, spin back. Now we outside.
What you think would
spin
happen
back.
if I would have seen you?
Spin back. Yo, we're not gonna argue with him. We're not gonna argue him. We're not.
Okay, guys, in this video, we're...
That nigga said, what you think would happen if I would have seen you?
Spin back. Now we outside.
What you think would happen?
Spin back. Yo, we're not gonna argue with him. We're not gonna argue him. We're not.
Okay, guys, in this video, we're going to be talking about one of the most mentioned names in Bronx drill, and that name is Raji's. This is one of the wildest stories I have yet to cover, and to better understand this, we would have to take a trip to the Bronx. In fact, this story is so wild that more than 13 teenagers have been indicted during this ongoing war in the Bronx. This is the story of Raj.
Why are you taking a long ass pause before you say something?
This is the story.
Oh, we just
Raj drill has taken over the drill sound in a matter of months, and if you're in tuned, you probably heard of the name Raji's. Raji's was a member of the 800 YGs. The 800 YGs are a YG set based in 180th Street in the Bronx. The 800 YGs mainly beef with Southside.
That's a big ass pack.
For those who don't know, Southside is the neighborhood of K Flock. The two gangs are familiar with each other because over a decade ago they were in a deep battle. Southside were a part of a gang called the YBs. The YBs were a gang organization that mainly had beef with the YGs.
Y'all already know it's me, very YB, 7th gang out here, hit the big shoot, act up, get clapped up, right now. Man, you know YB on set, man.
That's when you ain't even have the you ain't even had the front camera. He was recording like this. He was dead ass.
7th gang out here, hit the big shoot, act up, get clapped up, right now. Man, you know YB on set, man. YB's up, YB's always up, man.
Why did you kill like her? YB's up, hilltop,
You know,
yo, man, talk shit, we do shit, yo. Shout out to my stepside niggas, 6'4", lineman.
And nigga said, we don't talk shit, we just do shit.
We're not gonna talk about the car.
Talk shit, we do shit, yo. Shout out to my stepside niggas, 6'4", lineman.
2010, that's like
The random car just on
Wait,
the
come on,
street.
is that
That's
shit
the
on the
shop.
side?
I mean, yeah, on the sidewalk.
Balls down, chicken ass, everybody's balls up everywhere, you already know.
He's up, man. Shout out to my stepside niggas on both love, man. All around. Suck my dick, nigga. YGK, nigga, YB's up.
They need to go home, dude.
They like 15 years.
That's what I'm trying to say. They just got out of
See,
school.
bro, with the
Well,
Montclair.
Hey, nigga, YGK, nigga, YB's up.
already know right side gay, fuck 800 PVG, go at your mother to my dick. I'm gonna fuck your mother, your grandmother, everybody else not like you. Straight right, why these up, bitch?
He said your mother to my dick.
Hey, fuck 800 PVG, go at your mother to my dick. I'm gonna fuck your mother, your grandmother, everybody else not like you. Straight right, why these up, bitch? All your niggas fuck my dick. I don't like none of y'all niggas. Y'all know me,
Why is his pants so low? Why is his pants so low?
Yo.
No, why is niggas playing like that?
That's how they used to deadass walk around on deadass. With the thermal. Like you outside in thermals right now, you shouldn't even have the pants on. You should just came out with the thermal. Niggas, that price is a fucking anklet. That's how they deadass used to walk around, just like that. Your pants gotta be lower than your what's that? Lower than your
your knees.
Nah, your merm.
The reason why you don't hear about the YBs is because every single YB neighborhood got indicted, and the remaining of the YBs changed gangs. A couple of years later, 800 and Southside were cool, and were beefing with 100 versus gang third side.
Niggas getting dressed.
What's gunning? We on third shot. What's gunning? You on third shot though? We'll say what's up.
Come play with no key.
You already know YG's up. Where we at? Where we at? Yo, YG's up. Yeah. Yo, what's up? Yo, YG's up. Yo, what's gunning? What's gunning? YG's up. Yo, we on third side too. What's up? Yeah, we bugging. Yeah. Play high. Yeah, YG's up. Come play flex. YG's up. What's gunning? Hey, yo. Tell third side 800 was over here. You heard? Hey, pussy, they ran. Third side, y'all ran in y'all building, man.
Those are the younger 800 and Southside members chasing the third side gang off their neighborhood. Fast forward into 2021, Southside and the 800 YGs are beefing heavily.
You gotta drag with bangs.
Yo, hold on,
Get in the camera.
you get capping in your rap. Nothing in front of you say I shot you.
They talking about niggas getting shot?
Fuck that.
What you got going on?
What is this?
He did bad, my boy. I can't take you serious.
He got No, he got your hairstyle with a bang.
That way. Look. They looking out the window. Oh, they fucking alive. They fucking. Man. They moved. The boys is right down the. Oh, we out the boys. The boys gonna think that was us. We out of here.
The new generation 800 YGs and Southside members were young and reckless. They were having shootouts on live and incriminating themselves. It even got bad to the point that undercover cops were posing as taxi drivers in almost every corner.
Yeah, I remember those.
That's crazy.
That's sick. Oh, that's why that shit is illegal.
Rajis was a well-known 800 YG member. He was a well-known member, and a pretty active one. He was arrested for many charges such as attempted murder, carjacking, and robbery. On July of 2020, Rajis was shot in his back, but thankfully he survived. After getting shot in his back, Rajis started going into Southside territory, shooting up parks and injuring rivals. He also went to a rival Southside member's school, waited for school to finish, and fired shots into a crowd hitting one. 2 months later, Rajis and several other YG members went to a park where they saw a group of Southside affiliates and shot at them. After the shooting, Rajis and the other YG members were being chased by police when they decided to run into the headquarters of YGs in RPT, where they were later arrested. Rajis was also a known member to K-Flock, who he allegedly shot in the stomach.
Nigga think they gonna get me on IG with 1,500 views say I shot you. Nigga, are you high?
After the incidents, Rajis started a rap career, dropping a song called
Are you high?
but she and fellow YG members would diss the deceased members of the opposite side. Hey Flock also dropped a song in the same month where he dissed Rajeez. A month later, Rajeez dropped a snippet to his IG page, responding to K Flock.
Actually, just updating us minutes ago, we now know this was just a 16-year-old boy who was shot to death in the back of a cab here, where you see investigators this morning. This overnight, a boy murdered in the back of a taxi in the Bronx. Police say 2 suspects riding on a scooter opened fire on the cab, killing the 16-year-old in front of the driver, who was not hurt.
On July 12, 2021, Rajeez was sitting in a cab waiting to go to the studio, where 2 men on a scooter drove past and shot him in his head. 4 days later, police later investigated and found out that the men were actually teenagers and the one who pulled the trigger was 15 years old. But there's a twist. 8 hours before Rajeez was killed, police investigated that he and another YG member were in a black sedan that was used to kill a 13-year-old crip from Southside. Hours after Rajeez's death, WB, who is also from Southside, got shot but survived. A couple of months later, another Southside member named Nas made a post on Facebook dissing Rajeez. 2 months later, he was walking around his neighborhood when 2 men hopped out the car and shot Nas in the head. After his death, YG members shared the post that Nas made about Rob, dissing him back. Fast forward into November, 2 police officers were shot in the Bronx due to this ongoing war.
2 police officers have been shot in the Bronx. It happened just after 8 o'clock tonight.
Citizen app video here showing a large police presence at the scene. Both officers were rushed to St. Barnabas Hospital.
The response that Rajeez made finally dropped and got over 500,000 views. And thanks to
facts with an X. Oh no.
Okay, yeah.
views.
Wait, yeah, what is he?
And thanks to the new sound of Bronx drill, there's no telling when this will end. And that's the story. See you in the next one.
He do all that.
He's a little obvious. I don't know.
He
Like
don't
Tarantino?
care. He don't care.
He do everybody's
He do
video.
all they. He didn't make niggas start the problem.
I think he's the problem.
He is the problem.
I think he's not do this.
This one, you know, we coming, man. We doing Spike Tarantino with the gang shit.
Can't hear nothing. All niggas just say.
They always
I be
turn
wondering,
into
do
a
they
different
use
song
a
before they get
do they
to
use a one of those things that fly in the
a
air?
drone?
Yeah.
Hey yo, kicking out, let's with the facts. Anytime that they draw 2 packs, he blew you again, you ain't smoking on Matt. Niggas see you, you ain't let it clap. Boy, today up there, bullets to his cap. Niggas be politicking in some rats. Yeah, you got lucky, would've been a pack. Yeah, I see Mally, asked him what I had. Mac is doing, nigga, we ain't Mac. Nigga.
He said he got lucky.
There go with one of them.
Oh yeah, he's definitely the shooter. He's definitely the shooter.
You got lucky, would've been a pack. Yeah, I see Mally, asked him what I had. Mac is doing, nigga, we ain't Mac. Niggas be dissing, better I get shot. Don't be feeling, get him off the map. Niggas be messy, gotta watch your back. And I told him, get many 3 pounds. Anytime I saw, I got him shot. Bubbles was bugging on and off the block. Bubbles was bugging on and off the block.
We done send a lot next to the doctor. When they able, you gotta go flat them. They gotta down shake stuff.
That's Assassin? Okay, he said he sent a lot of niggas to the doctor.
You playing with his name.
Don't be feeling, get him off the map. Niggas be messy, gotta watch your back. And I told him, free many 3 pounds. Anytime I saw, I got him shot. Bubbles was bugging. bugging on and off the block. Bubbles was bugging on and off the block.
We done send a lot of niggas to the doctor. When they're able, you gotta go flock them. They gotta now say start like you talk them. If I'm young, now pop you shot them. We don't keep jumping, you don't care if the cops come. Go to break that beat, we on them. That nigga like what I pull with a high one. If a man keep ducking, my tongue come.
Swim through the door trying to catch me an op. Cause they money, I'm up in that chop. Niggas don't spray it, they don't no blocks. See how I get some boy, you get shot. They know I get caught, you gotta duck the cops. I just wanna go to finish shot. Why they talking like some ops? Let's see be spinning, don't look out the mop. And the sassy be cribbing, trying to take your top. Man, he be bugging, feeling cause he knocking. I catch him no bitches, all these bitches stop. Bitch, you be feeling, trying to get the drop. How's you gang? You ain't spin no blocks. For my niggas, yeah, I did a lot. For my brothers, how to scratch your top. 2 + 3, do the math that he shot. Hope your niggas going bend that block. DOA can't catch a flock, he flock. And look, can't get that boy on my bop. Why is you lying? You know I do shots. How y'all niggas ducking on y'all top? Gang. How y'all niggas ducking on y'all top? How y'all niggas ducking on y'all top? When they enter the gate, he can get shot to the nigga again. Check him if that nigga play the I niggas ducking on y'all top. When they enter the gate, gang.
Oh, you see him in the cut?
Ducking on y'all top. How y'all niggas ducking on y'all top? When they enter the gate.
You see him in the cut?
Who are them?
He get shot to the nigga again. Check him if that nigga play the mistake. If you on no journey, get don't show no face. Oh, and we deal with cake. We smoke JB and we smoking no play. Why? Hey, okay with the cake. Pick up your grip, no nigga, let's play. How's you this? That's rock to your soul. Let him know what happened, I shoot. Me and my niggas, we really put on. Fuck up, that nigga go. If they make shows, we pop up before. You gon' keep bending till we see the sun. He hollers, they find all over his dome. Spot him, got him, all they do is moan.
Staying up all night, dreaming about the millions. I done did that before.
He said I'm staying low.
Staying up all night, dreaming about the millions. He was dreaming about the millions. Staying up all night, dreaming about the millions. Dreaming about the millions. Staying out the way, I've been stacking to the ceiling. Ain't gonna go away, all the drugs gon' do the healing. Gotta get it feeling down and out, I hit that feeling. Staying up all night, dreaming about the millions. We was taking real risks, trying to get a meal quick. No one to my name, I wanted to go and kill shit.
We was taking real risks.
He said we were taking real risks, no money to my name, I wanted to go and kill shit.
Taking real risks, trying to get a meal quick. No money to my name, I wanted to go and kill shit. Niggas in my hood wanted weed, I served them real quick. I ain't trying to have no kid, I told her take that pill, bitch. On a mission now.
I just wanted weed in my hood. I served them real quick. Okay. What you say about the girl?
Wanted weed, I served them real quick. I ain't trying to have no kid, I told her take that pill, bitch. On a mission now, trying to get real rich. I'm a real nigga, so I gotta get a real bitch. I was about the age of 5 when I see my first stick. Making plays for that sag.
I'm a real nigga, so I need a real bitch. I was 5 years old when I see my first stick. Ooh, it was getting tough.
I did get a real bitch. I was about the age of 5 when I see my first stick. Making plays for that sag. I just send a real blitz. You was down and all your dreams instead of chasing them. These bitches coming blitz.
Go get him. You know the nigga in the back. I don't know the positions, but you know the nigga in the back. He tell him like, "Yo, we going."
Offense?
On defense.
Oh, the safety?
Yeah, but he like this. Go. He in the back like go.
Nigga, so I gotta get a real bitch. I was about the age of 5 when I see my first stick. Making plays for that sag. I just send a real blitz. You was down and all your dreams instead of chasing them. These bitches come and go and you was chasing them. All these girls are saying I took 5 when I see my first stick. Making plays for that sag. I just send a real blitz. You was down and all your dreams instead of chasing them. These bitches come and go and you was chasing them. All these girls are saying I ain't cuffing cause I'm through with them. I'ma need a crib, what you think that I'm gonna do about it? I'm trying to get the 50 cause I'm talking real fast. I need a little baddie, good vibes fast. My blunt in my hand with my foot on the gas. Got
that ass.
Of course.
I'ma need a crib, what you think that I'm gonna do about it? I'm trying to get the 50 cause I'm talking real fast. I need a little baddie, good vibes fast. My blunt in my hand with my foot on the gas. Got your bitch giving through my other foot is on your neck. I don't know how it happened, but it happened real fast. Ever since I started trapping, fell in love with fast cash. You my brother, don't put nothing past that. If I told you better duck, I ain't talking half flat. Staying out.
I ain't talking half black. Hold on, what you say?
You said if I talk, you better duck. If I throw, you better. She said something.
It happened, but it happened real fast. Ever since I started trapping, fell in love with fast cash. You my brother, don't put nothing past that. If I told you better duck, I ain't talking half
toss, you better duck. I ain't talking Affleck. You know that commercial, right?
Affleck, little thing, feel me?
You my brother, don't put nothing past that. If I told you better duck, I ain't talking Affleck. Staying out the way, I've been stacking to the ceiling. Ain't gon' go away.
I like this hook though, I like this hook.
That's you my brother,
Staying low, stacking to the ceiling.
If I told you better duck, I ain't talking Affleck. Staying out the way, I've been stacking to the ceiling. Ain't gon' go away, all the drugs gon' do the healing. Now they get it feeling down and out, I hit that feeling. Saying,
He said the pain don't go away. The drugs is just gonna heal the feeling.
Yeah.
It's gonna come back though. Once that high go away, that shit gonna come right back.
go away, all the drugs gon' do the healing. Now they get it feeling down and out, I hit that feeling. Staying up long, now you dreaming about the millions. We was taking real risks, trying to get a meal quick, no money to my name. I wanted to go and kill shit, niggas in my hood.
No money to my name, feel me? We was taking real risks, trying to get a meal quick.
And down and out, I hit that feeling. Staying up long, now you dreaming about the millions. We was taking real risks, trying to get a meal quick, no money to my name. I wanted to go and kill shit, niggas in my hood wanted weed, I served them real quick. I ain't trying to have no kid, I told her take that pill, bitch. She wanna know the truth, but I don't know if I should tell her. They say the truth first, so if I lie, it might be better. Started moving funny, I don't know how she feeling though. Think she ain't fucking, I don't know if I believe her though. Never switch.
Nah, she fucking, bro. She fucking. She
For the
fucking.
truth, but I don't know if I should tell her. They say the truth first, so if I lie, it might be better. Started moving funny, I don't know how she feeling though. Think she ain't fucking, I don't know if I believe her though. Never switched up, fuck you in the past. Whoever switched up stayed and no looking back. I don't really like to speak, so I put it in my raps. But they love it when I speak, cause I speak the realest facts. My name fit the vet, but I'm the youngest nigga in it. Never met a nigga like me, cause I'm the realest. My name fit the vet, but I'm the youngest nigga
Like me, cause I'm the realest.
Okay.
in it. Never met a nigga like me, cause I'm the realest. My name fit the vet, but I'm the youngest nigga in it. Never met a nigga like me, cause I'm the realest. Staying out the way, I've been stacking to the ceiling. They don't go away, all the drugs gon' do the healing. Now they get it feeling down and I hit that feeling. Staying up long, now you dreaming about the millions. We was taking real risks, trying to get a meal quick, no money to my name. I wanted to go and kill shit. Niggas in my hood wanted weed, I served them real quick. I ain't trying to have.
Take that pill, bitch.
Yo, hurry up. Take this back.
Fuck out of here, my nigga. I'm taking real risks, nigga. I'm trying to eat, bro.
I wanted to go because I'm the realest. My name for the vet, but I'm the youngest nigga in it. Never met a
I'm
nigga
staying
like
low,
me, cause I'm the
stacking
realest.
to the
Staying out the
ceiling.
way, I've been stacking to the ceiling. They don't go away, all the drugs gon' do the healing. Now they get it feeling down and out, I hit that feeling. Staying up long,
Hold on. I like that one. I like that one. Hold on, listen to this one.
because I'm the realest. Staying out the way, I've been stacking to the ceiling. They don't go away, all the drugs gon' do the healing. Now they get it feeling down and out, I hit that feeling. Staying out long, now you dreaming about the
Gotta get
millions.
it.
We was taking
Being
real
down
risks,
and out, I hate that feeling. Gotta go get it.
to go and kill shit. Niggas in my hood wanted weed, I served them real quick. I ain't tryna have no kid, I told her take that pill, bitch.
I ain't trying to have no kid. I told you take that pill, bitch. Next time, pull out, bro. Next time, pull out.